Black Ops 4 had a huge update today that is ginormous. On the Xbox, it was 12 gigabytes. On the PlayStation, it was 10 gigabytes, close to 11. And this update changes the whole course of the game. It hits every category of everything we use each and every day on Black Ops 4. The list, just the whole blog post of the update is gigantic. I mean, it hits blackout, multiplayer, zombies, every category you could think of. Something has been adjusted, nerfed, you know, stuff like that added. They added gun game. It's a lot of stuff to go over, so I'm gonna try to make this video as short as possible, but there's a lot of key things I like to go over. So with the intro of the big blog post Trailcast posted earlier, and it says this week's major game updates marks our first big multiplayer balancing pass since launch, including changes to weapons, specialist, map spawn, score streaks, perks, gear, game modes, and more. In Blackout, we've added updates to audio and armor behavior, unlocked 6 specialist character missions to track down and complete, cranked the max player count for solos up to 100, that is great, and more. For zombie players, we've made several gameplay improvements and fixes, including Easter egg, quest fixes, and increased XP earn rates for hardcore and realistic difficulties. So that right there is the introduction paragraph of the update. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this update. Black Ops 4 has been receiving a lot of complaints about spawns, weapon balancing, and some specialists that is kind of overpowered. Now with this right here, there's 3 main points: spawns, weapons, and specialists. Specialists haven't really received any type of nerf or anything. They're still the same, but they have been greatly increased. Now I'll have everything in the description below if you want to check it out, because the list is so long. Like I said, I'm not trying to make a 10-minute video. Everything will be in the description, but specialists have been greatly increased a lot, so I will leave that in the description as well. But the spawns have been adjusted on certain maps like slums, summit, firing range, frequency, arsenal, and icebreaker. Weapons have been adjusted as well. This is the first big multiplayer balancing thing that's been with Black Ops 4, so you're going to see a lot of things vary in the multiplayer with the weapons. The weapons have been good on my part, you know, but some guns are still superior to others. SMGs is still having a problem. I wish that could get a buff, but they buffed the snipers as well, so we're going to see how that plays out. Assault rifles did receive a little nerf, but not too crazy. They're trying to make the assault rifles a little bit more competitive to the SMGs. SMGs, they live for mobility. Assault rifles is more of a downrange ADS type of weapon, right? It's not for rushing or anything. So they're trying to make those 2 category of weapons fit each other so everybody can have a fair chance at fighting. Tactical rifles have received a buff too, but the only tactical rifle that received a buff was the ABR to make it more competitive to other tactical rifles. Sniper rifles have seen a bit of a buff. You know, I hate to say it, but they reduced a lot of weapon sway with aiming down sights with the sniper rifles. The Paladin is king, you know, but I don't know how that's going to play out, because I played a game with a guy earlier and he was going ham with the sniper, so be careful with that. LMGs have been nerfed, so they're trying to lower the effectiveness of the weapons, because the Titan and the VKM was like a 3-shot guaranteed. No matter how far you are downrange in the map, it does not matter. So they're tuning those down, and they reduced the headshot damage for the Titan, the hip fire accuracy. The VKM has received a nerf with reduced movement and reduced damage slightly. That is crazy. The Hades, I don't really see the Hades being as overpowered as the Titan and the VKM, so I guess the Hades is getting a reduced speed and accuracy because it moved like a assault rifle. And then another part of it is too that they're going to steady the grip, so improved recoil migration, so that's going to be good as well. So the pistols and shotguns have received a little bit of both. The pistols have seen a reduction in ADS, the Mark 12 for the shotguns. The choked barrel has been reduced to a 1-hit kill range, so I guess that's pretty good for the shotgunners out there. So they received a little bit of both, but not too crazy. They even adjusted the attachments such as the ELO, the suppressor, the dual zoom optic. It reduced a lot of recoil with some of these optics, and they added a damage fall off to some of them too, and an ADS flinch. So with the attachments, you're gonna see and feel a difference with those, but not too great. Like I said at the beginning of my video, there's a lot of stuff to go over, so I'm just going to leave some of the stuff on the screen. So blackout has been good on both consoles, I would say, but the frame rate on the Xbox has been pretty bad. So I'm guessing that with this update, they're trying to fix that. Zombies have been changed as well, so you're going to see a lot of changes in these game modes. Like I said, the whole game has been touched. You know, every category from audio all the way down to gameplay has been nerfed, buffed, whatever. It doesn't matter. So everything will be in the description below. There's so much stuff to even like talk about, go over. I could make a 20-minute to 30-minute video on each and everything on this list. That list right now that I'm looking at is too massive. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is the first real big update for Black Ops 4, and I see a lot of things that I was having problems with in this update. So I'm glad they really touched on everything. So all the complaints that we've been having since spawns, to the gameplay, to servers, to specialists, to gear, to perks, to score streaks, game modes, added game modes, theater mode, camos on weapons, they all been in this patch. So if you're still having problems, make sure to still, you know, give constructive criticism. Don't try too hard, but just make sure everything that you're having a problem with is said. Make sure you say something about it. Keep tweeting, go on Reddit, you know, just make sure it is not in no belligerent way, not too crazy, swearing, cussing, stuff like that. Just make sure that it is in the right way. Constructive criticism is key, guys. So if you're having any other problems, just make sure you say it on Twitter, Reddit, whatever. But that whole list is going to be in the description below. They're still tweeting stuff out on Twitter about this update. Like I said, everything in this game has been fixed, nerfed, buffed, whatever it is, whatever problem you had, it's in this update. And so is my problems that I have with the game is in this update as well. So, but other than that, this is your boy Gunner 2 times bringing you another video. Please like and subscribe and comment your ideas below. And I'm out, man. Peace.